I've got a laptop, an internet connection, and a decent work from home space. Now what? Hey baes, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, hi, my name is DPP and I blog about freelancing, health, and lifestyle in general. So if you like my content, click the subscribe button because it really helps my channel reach more people and inspires me to continue creating great content for you guys. And hit nyo na rin yung notification bell para lagi kayong updated sa mga latest uploads ko. So today's vlog is already long overdue, and for the people who follow me on my Facebook page, we had a major family emergency that I had to attend to, and hindi pa siya completely okay, but yeah, we're optimistic that everything will be better. And to those who sent their messages of support and prayers for our family, sobrang thank you. And I appreciate each and every one of you. So now, to refresh your memory on why I decided to do this vlog, last November 16, I posted a question on both of my FB and YT page if you would be interested in a step-by-step guide on how to create an irresistible offer with your current skill set. I only asked for 80 comments, but we got a total of 196 comments in total. So this is your reward for taking action. And this vlog is going to be the first episode of our 3-part series on how to package your skills so you can do what you love. By the way, special thanks to Mar Saraya for helping me come up with a name for this series. So if you're interested, you know what to do, and watch until the end of this video. And to keep things organized, here's a guide of what we will talk about this video. So in this part, we'll talk about where most people get stuck. Next, I'll give you a general overview of the only 3 steps you need to do to jumpstart your freelancing journey. And lastly, the third one is how to find a profitable skill or service you can offer. So by the end of this video, you'll have at least top 3 potential profitable skills to choose from. Okay ba? Awesome. So, but first things first, let me prepare my coffee.
Kopiko's creamiest coffee is now even creamier. It's actually one of my go-to coffees, yung Kopiko Blanca. Well, as you can see, may 10% more. Dinagdagan kaya mas may na-creamy pa. And usually, I take 1 to 2 cups per day. And kapag busy naman sa work, minsan nakakatatlo talaga ako. So, it's really nice and creamy. Kaya, isa siya sa mga favorites ko.
Ma-share ko lang what I like about this Kopiko Blanca is that it's creamier pero lasa mo pa rin yung coffee. So, may kasi ako maglagay ng milk, especially soy milk, but I don't have to do that with this coffee because yun nga, mas pinarami, mas dinagdagan pa yung creaminess niya, kaya pak na pak salt. Alright, so I'm ready, so let's get started. And we're back. So let's get started on where most people get stuck in their freelancing journey. And the most common that I receive from 70% of the time is, di ko alam kung saan ako magsisimula. And the second one, which is, Miss Nikki, ano namang skill ang pwede kong i-offer? Sounds familiar? So if it does, then you're in for a treat because this series is for you. Dito papasok yung 3 steps na sinasabi ko sa inyo to help you start your freelancing or work from home journey. Alright, so the first step is to decide what skill to offer. Step 2, choose a target market which we will discuss in episode 2. And step 3, create a package to offer your chosen skill to your chosen market. And we will talk about that in our 3rd episode. So, excited na ba kayo? Yes, Miss Nikki, excited na. Alright, Aya, so let's dive in. So, for this task, grab a pen and paper because I will teach you 3 ways or strategies on how to decide what freelancing skill to offer. So the first way is to do a self-evaluation by asking yourself 3 questions. Alright, so the first one is, if you had 3 extra hours of free time this weekend, what would you be probably doing? So, do you see yourself reading a financial book? Write that down. Do you see yourself taking care of your plants? Yeah, write it down. Or would you be watching makeup YouTube tutorials? Write that down. So, if napansin nyo, we started with something that you like because we want to start the creative juices flowing. And at this stage nga pala, I want you to stop criticizing yourself muna because this is not the time to filter anything. So just write anything that comes into your mind and we'll deal with them later on. The second question to ask yourself is, what do other people struggle with that comes easily to you? I have a colleague who's an MS Excel genius, as in magaling siya gumawa ng Excel sheets na may formula. So she's my go-to person when it comes to spreadsheets. Ano pa, I know someone who can dance, the Blackpink's choreography just by watching their practice videos on YouTube. Ako, hirap na hirap ako. Dream ko lang yun, pero siya, kayang-kaya niya. So write those skills down. And the last question would be, what skills have you developed over time? Ito yung mga skills na kusa mong natutunan because of the nature of your work. Or maybe pinadala ka ng company or organization nyo to attend a training or seminar. So by this time, by answering this question, you should have written down around 10 to 15 ideas. If na may mental block ka, that's okay. Pause this video and take a break. And you can always come back to this exercise. Now, let's move on to the second strategy, which is to visit Fiverr.com. So this is actually a popular freelancing site for many people, and I see a lot of students here. So on Fiverr's homepage, you can see several categories or services offered by different freelancers. So dito sa part na to, don't overthink and just choose one category that you really like. Say perhaps you've always wanted to be a writer. So go ahead and hover your mouse on that category and say sa options you choose email copy. So click on that and it will show you what other people are offering. So the advantage of checking your competitors is, di ba, why reinvent the wheel if there's already a proven offer? And you can definitely gain inspiration from this. Make sense? Awesome. So yun yung second strategy natin. Now, if you're still finding it hard to generate ideas, then it's probably best to use our third strategy, which is to ask a friend. And here's a script you can send to your closest friends and co-workers. So let's say message you sila, hey, baes, I'm taking a master class and one of our exercises is to ask our friends and co-workers a question. So I'm reaching out to you, and if you had to point out 3 things you think I'm good at, what would it be? What are some things you'd go to for? Then give them an example of what you think they do best. For example, yung isa kong friend, magaling kang mag-organize ng parties na budget-friendly pero hindi mo kang tinipid. So, I always go to you for that kind of advice. So, collect the answers that you would get from them. And sometimes, you'll get responses like, magaling kang mag-remember ng dates and special occasions, or you're a very optimistic person. So, yeah, may mga makakuha kang gano'n sila. But yeah, it doesn't matter, just write them down. Alright, so let's recap the 3 strategies on how to decide what freelancing skill to offer. So number 1 is do a self-evaluation by answering the 3 questions I gave you. Number 2, check what other people are doing on Fiverr.com. And number 3, ask your friends using the script I shared. Once you've gotten at least 15 to 20 skills, it's time to filter these ideas para malaman natin if profitable ba ito. But before that, I'd like to give a quick shout out to our featured comment from Monica. So sabi niya, hi Miss Nikki, me too po, I'm a full-time employee and would like to have a part-time job. When I got my 13-month pay, nag-enroll po ako nitong November 21 sa ASPA agad. birthday gift ko na din sa akin. I know po hindi magiging ganun kadali ang lahat, but I know na makakayanan natin with God's help. Salamat po and keep inspiring. Thank you, Monica. And alam mo, nakakatuwa yung mga ganitong tao na nagte-take action at nag-i-invest sa sarili nila. Kasi, you know guys, at the end of the day, motivation is useless if walang katumbas na action. So again, if you wanna be featured in my next vlog, comment down below what your biggest takeaway is from today's episode. Alright, so if you're still stuck on ideas, here are a few answers from other people who took the same exercise. Alright, now it's time to filter your ideas and choose which ones are worth pursuing. So for this part, we will be using 2 screening tests, and the first one is what I call the money test. So for every idea that you generated in the first part, you have to ask 2 questions. So the first one is, do people who need this service have the ability to pay? In other words, may pera ba sila pambayad? Second, do people who need this service have the willingness to pay? Willing ba silang magbayad for the service? For example, at the top of my mind lang, let's say, I'm a tutor for college students and target market ko ay, let's say, college students. So the first question is, do they have the ability to pay me? If it's a maybe, then most probably no is the answer. Second question, willing ba silang magbayad? Probably yes, but again, they may not have the capacity to pay. So, hindi pumasa yung skill na yon for this test. So, all the ideas that will pass the money test will be filtered in our second test, which is the revenue line matrix. So, remember this base. Clients are more likely to pay for a service if it can directly influence the revenue line. Okay, Nikki? Ano ba yung revenue line na sinasabi? Basically, there are 3 elements included in the revenue line matrix, namely lead generation, conversion, and retention. And para mas madali nyo matandaan, you only need to ask yourself 3 questions to know kung saan magpo-fall yung skill nyo sa revenue line. Alright? So, the first question is, does your skill help generate leads, potential customers, visitors, or traffic to their businesses? For example, FB ads, PPC ads, Google ads, social media marketing, blogging, content creation. If the answer is yes, then ilalagay mo yung skill mo under the lead generation sa revenue line. Alright? So, next, does your skill help convert yung leads na yon to buyers? Kung baga, sa 100 na bumisita sa website mo, ilan talaga yung nag-add to cart saka nagbayad? So, yun yung conversion rate. So, ask yourself if your skill can help increase their sales. For example, yung skills ng copywriting for sales page, email marketing, or yung mga tumatawag as closer, yung nagko-close through calls. Ganon. And lastly, does your skill help in client retention or repeat order? So, ito yung mga customer service, FB community management, and etc. And yes, may mga skills na pwedeng lead generation din sila, pwede rin sila sa sales, and so on. So, okay lang yan. And if you're starting out, I highly suggest focusing first on offering skills that will give clients tangible results. Yun nga, yung lead gen, conversion, and client retention. Kasi it will really help you increase your chances in getting your foot in their door. And after you've done this exercise, you'll have a better understanding on how you can add value to your future clients. Kasi naiintindihan mo na kung ano yung result na pwede mong magawa by offering these skills. And once masala mo na yung mga ideas mo using the 2 filter test, just go with the top 3 skills that excites you the most. Kumbaga, i-rank mo sila. But yeah, remember to work one idea. Work on one idea at a time para hindi ka ma-overwhelmed. Alright? So, if you found this video helpful, then give it a thumbs up. Again, if you want to be featured, if you want your comment to be featured in my next vlog. Then comment your biggest takeaway from today. And do share this video to your friends who can benefit from this. So, in the next episode naman natin, I will be teaching you how to choose the right target market for your chosen skills. Kaya, hit the notification bell para ma-notify kayo once ma-upload ko yung vlog yun. Alright, so again, this is Nikki B, and thank you so much for tuning in and watching until the end of this video. And yeah, I'll see you in my next vlog. Bye!